Ladies and gentlemen, out of 348 members of parliament, 149 disappeared from parliament when the housing levy sailed through, and that bill, according to the High Court requirement, is supposed to be tabled in Senate. So we are waiting for Senate. Out of the 149 that abstained from the bill, 89 are from Azimio, are from UDA, while 66 are from Azimio. That's a very startling data. And we are going to look at why Kenya Kwanza have slapped their members with show cause letters after looking at the big number of MPs who snubbed parliament voting on that bill. Kindly subscribe to our channel. Before that, I am reminding you that we are finishing our February project today. This is our project. This lady here, Mary, was supposed to be, what we did this month was to release some women who are stranded in Kenyatta Mama Lucy Hospital. And she was supposed to be one of them, but it couldn't happen because by then the child was still, she also gave birth, she delivered, but the child was badly deformed and the child was still in the nursery. So she had to remain, and also the bill was huge. So I went back and I had now to ensure that she's bailed because she reached out really, and now the bill, his bill is 74,000. Her bill is 74,000. As I speak, I have 47,300. So 47 minus 74 minus, I remain I think around 26,000. I'm going to discharge her tomorrow in the morning. So what's remaining is 26,000. I believe that we can contribute, and by tomorrow morning, I'll be able to discharge her so that she can also go back and reunite the other children. Now, for those who maybe didn't get a glimpse of what we did, I'm going to share the video of the full video of the other event just did last week, so that you also understand towards the end of this video. So make sure you watch to the end. But on this one, kindly, let's just contribute what we have. I'm glad those are contributing 100, 50, even 20. Oh, good. Whatever you have, so that by tomorrow morning, if we shall be able to clock the balance, we will discharge that lady from the hospital. Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to look at these numbers, and I'll explain for you why these numbers are worrying President Ruto. Parliament is supposed to have 149 MPs, but this member of parliament, Banisa MP Kulo Maalim, died last year in a road accident somewhere, I think in South Sea, if I'm not wrong. And because IBC is not yet fully constituted, no by-election has been done, and that seat is still vacant. So out of the 349, one seat is not there, and that is why I said 348 are the MPs that are now in parliament. Despite of the President William Ruto spending his resources and mobilizing the MPs for a cabinet retreat in Naivasha, and put an aggressive campaign for the MPs to support the bill, and according to him, it's about the jobs, not the levy.
And it is the reason why we intentionally put housing as one of the programs for us to deliver the transformation of Kenya and also create jobs. I don't think there is anybody who needs any persuasion anymore on housing. Do we still have anybody who still has any doubt? Surely. You have seen for the places where the housing program has started, including my friend Simon Kingara in Ruiru, there is already a difference. It is reported by the media who has always problems with us, that crime in Ruiru has gone down because of the program we have So, you know, so there is a whole ecosystem of positive vibe when we implement the housing program. It will create jobs for us. I want to tell you, members, as we talk today, and Alice and Hinga are here, we have close to 130,000 people working in the housing program who were not working last year. That's what it is. Our plan is that by the end of this year, we will have a minimum of 300,000 young people working in our housing program. And it will continue to grow. So it is as deliberate as that. Do not, I know, argue, there are different ways of people how they want to profile and argue. I see many of you trying to still say, oh, the levy. Forget about the levy. Let's discuss about the jobs. The people who don't want the program will tell you about the levy. The people who want the program will tell you about the jobs, will tell you about making sure that we have decent households and making sure that we have new home owners. So I think we are past. In fact, the court said we had left out some people who were not paying the levy. And I said, oh, this is good news. Maybe we should go for those ones. So Murugara and team make sure that everybody pays.
This was his statement in Nakuru, that they needed to support it so that the project will deliberately create jobs for the people. And I've said, you will really agree with me, that what the President William Ruto has been selling in public is about the jobs and is a bit silent about the levy, or he wants the discussion about the levy not to be considered. Numbers, despite of all that and really pleading with them, Ruto's numbers were worrying. And I just want to show you how it went. The MPs are 348 after Yule Mwingine alipass. So the ones that were eligible to vote were 348. Those were supposed to vote. However, not all of them voted. Only 199 voted. Out of the 199 that voted, 141 MPs proposed the bill, supported the bill, while 59 opposed. So 59 are the opposition ones. And remember, even the opposition side, 66 were absent. But we also need to put that 66 were absent, and most of them were arguing that even if they will all go and vote, the bill would not have said because the other side had the majority. Honestly, even if you add, I don't know, if you add the 66 plus 58, it comes to how much? It comes to around 123 or so. So they could not still pull the numbers. So then they abstained. But then what has worried William Ruto is the fact that 89 MPs on Kenya Kwanza side skipped. How did he get 41? Then those Jubilee MPs, the 28 Jubilee MPs, 14 voted for William Ruto's side. After 14 supporting the bill, then the other 13 abstained. One, who is the minority whip, the deputy minority whip, Mark Mwenje, opposed the bill. So for him, he voted. On Wiper Party, there is this MP, nominated MP, known as Ahmed Abubakar, voted for Kenya Kwanza. This is something that should worry a man who wants to be president of the Republic of Kenya after William Ruto, none other than Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. A nominated MP, in fact, he is the only nominated MP who went against the party position on that vote. Then Karoli Omondi on Rebel Mps. Those Rebel Mps from Jubilee and ODM, Ruto got 14 from the Jubilee Rebel wing. And these ones that he bought from ODM, he managed to get Karoli Omondi. Karoli Omondi, the Suba South MP, argued that affordable housing is being done in Homa Bay, and also that Azimio also had the same thing, so there is no need of opposing. So out of the ones, Jalango was in parliament, abstained, sent to Elisha, the Game MP, abstained from the bill, and all the others except Karoli Omondi. Now what has then happened is that despite what the UDA team, the parliament were trying to moot, is the fact that they should go for secret ballot, so that it will not just come out clearly those who voted for who and who voted for who. But that plan for secret ballot was mooted, because I think the Ruto axis knew very well that if these MPs are just left to vote on secret ballot, they will not vote for this bill. They would actually oppose the bill, because that is the only place. In fact, I don't support those who decided that parliament should always vote, should be open voting. It should not be open, it should be secret. The moment we allow secret voting, that no one knows where I've casted my vote, that is the time I can tell you that there will be some sanity. People's conscience, people will vote with conscience. But if you vote, and if you vote no or you vote yes, someone will know where you voted. That's where the problem is. In fact, that has affected the independence of that parliament. Now, after it failed, that there was no secret voting, that it was going to be open, MPs started walking out of parliament one after the other. And the chief whip Osoro said in a presser later that they would not pursue MPs who defied. Kenya Kwanza MPs who defied, they will just be focused on ensuring that the bill is passed. But now some emerging information is that the UDA is considering summoning the MPs, especially UDA MPs, who went against the bill. And this was coming. When I was reading this report, I was just asking someone telling me that should not even be news. That was really coming. Now, the MPs, some are saying, most of them who are even around the parliament building are saying that there were some threats thrown that if you don't support the bill, then your constituency or your area will be sidelined in some development, or even the same affordable housing. If you didn't support, if the MP of area did not support, then you don't consider yourself. I appreciate the likes of Gadonu Mushomba. They went to parliament. They put their position. They publicly opposed the bill. But when it came to voting, they walked out. I think she had put her position. And already there's a precedence. There was a voting last year, and it was bulldozed, even against some of the wishes of the MP. So the bill is going to the Senate. And Ruto is very worried because the Senate has to pull the magical 24 number. That magical 24 number, MPs are saying it's not very easy. Now, why do you think this defiance of MPs is actually a big headache for Kenya Kwanza, despite the fact that they've passed the bill? I know it's just a numerical, it's a number. But why are these defiant MPs a big problem worrying Kenya Kwanza? There are only two reasons. Number one, this discontent is building. And when the loyalty is waning, there is a fear that discontent might be carried in the next budget. I was just looking at the budget fiscal statements. You know that cycle is going on. Budget making is a continuous process. So see kitu etikisha soma budget and stop. In fact, immediately the budget is read, the next month, if you follow that budget cycle, the next budget for the next financial year starts. And there are so many other taxes that are being introduced there. I think even Azimia were warning about it, that if you just think it's an end of it, despite of the chorus and the gospel that things are going to look good, it is not really the true picture, because the new taxes are coming now, thick and thin. And William Ruto feels that that aggression might be carried in the next budget cycle. Number 3, the discontent is a clear message that even the MPs are joining the public, and they don't believe on that job creation. I strongly believe that project, if you're building houses according to the needs. If you're building houses in Nairobi, there is a demand for housing in Nairobi, and you're going to get market, and it's fine. But you cannot go and put up 1 million structures in a county like Siaya or a remote county like Turkana, and so you want an MP from Turkana to support you, convincing him that there is going to create jobs. Honestly, it's not going to be, and even MPs know very well that this is just part of poetic talk, and the talk about it creating jobs is not viable. What has killed our parliament? Our parliament is dead, and is buried. 2 things have killed parliament, and I'll add the third one. I think that I've already mentioned. Number 1, the independence of parliamentarians, the independence of parliament is best exercised by the independence of parliamentarians. The independence of parliamentarians is corrupted by conflict of interest. There are MPs who have a lot of corruption cases. For example, let's just look someone like Waluke. Waluke has a corruption case. Now, his conscience is very clear that even if he's, not that his residents are telling him we want UDA, no. But he has to go and babysit the president and the Kenya Kwanza team, because if I don't, then my cases will not really go well with me. So the fact that sometimes electorates, the fact that we recycle people with baggages, with a lot of corruption cases, like there is a governor who served in a parastatal, now a current governor, and that parastatal was really riddled with corruption. The fact that we elect people that are riddled with corruption, it makes us bring to parliament a leaning team, someone who must be leaning to the powers be, someone who cannot be independent. There are MPs that they know very well the bill is not right, it's not going to solve the problems, it's not the right thing, but because if I vote against it, my case is going to be revived, I would rather not go that route. Number 2 is insecurity of tenure. And what has caused insecurity of tenure is people, or that the MPs believe on the big man, that if I vie on a UDA party ticket and I'm endorsed by the president, I will get it. If I am endorsed by Raila Odinga, who is the ODM chief, I will get it. So you have to incline yourself to the bigwigs. And as much as political party was the vehicle, is a political vehicle, but it has also come with its own demerits. Lastly, secret balloting. I think, not secret, open balloting. The moment we will allow that every bill, and we put it in the standing orders, that every bill in the Senate or National Assembly, an MP will talk and discuss in the floor of house as much as he wants. But when it reaches to voting, you must vote on a secret. It must be secret ballot. I can tell you, even closest friends to William Ruto would oppose some of these policies. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my take. Let's meet in the next, and kindly, let's continue supporting our February project.
Hi guys, so I'm so happy finally the February project is done. I know most of us have been talking about this. We did know it will come to fruition, but I'm in Mama Lucy and I've managed to get 13 out. Yes, I was planning for 7, but who knows, God has another way of doing his own things. That we managed to 13, and apart from that, we've also done some food stuff, because you know these guys hawa mama wamekuwa hospitali for long na hawajakuwa wakifanya kazi. So what we decided is whatever has remained, we do some food stuff for them. And I'm just so happy that they are going home, wanted to reunite with the rest of their family. Some have been here for long, so I just want to say thank you on behalf of Bold Charity Network, my family, myself, and everyone in whatever way you come through this, nasema santeni sana. These women are out. Now I'll just give 2 or 3 chance waseme tu kitu moja. You can just say thank you. Tanza na huyu.
Tumeshukuru. Okay, my name is Oduor. Tumeshukuru kwa kuja kututoa huku. Tumekaa huku for long na the bill was too much yenye hatungeweza kuafford. But Bold Charity Network imekuja ikatutoa na tunasema ni asante.
Naitwa Teresia Wanjiru ama Mama Favor. Na nataka kuambia asante kwa sababu bill ilikuwa mob, singeweza kulipa, but kwa ajili ya Mungu ati mimi natoka. Asante, God bless you all.
Aya, huyu. Nani mwingine anaweza ongea? Wewe, sio? Sema kitu. Sema tu asante.
Mimi cha kuwashukuru ni kusema asante kwa Mungu. Tumekuwa huku for a long time. Kama mimi nilidischargiwa under 15, nikang'ang'ana, nikapata, nikalipa, nikaambiwa nirudi kwa ward. Sai I'm very happy. Niko out, nitaenda sasa kuungana na familia yangu. Asanteni sana.
Mimi naitwa Lydia Chelimo. Bili yangu ilitoka date 16. But singe manage kulipa, but court ameniwezesha nimetoka huku, ndatoka leo. Nimeshukuru sana na nimefurahi.
Yeah, so guys, that was it. I had to give you this confirmation that finally to manage, and may God meet you in the hour of need. I spent 2 days here listening to their stories, and their stories are a testament of how we need to come for the society. For all those who participated in this Bold Charity Network, this was our CSR for the month of February. Akimbarikiwe. We will do this next time. Asanteni sana, more happy than them. Asanteni. Sawa?